So we are continuing lesson 18, triangle theorems, with part 2. So a corollary theorem is a statement that follows directly from that theorem. Triangle angle sum theorem has several useful corollaries. So corollary is kind of like the domino effect, where if you do this, then this thing happens, and this thing happens, and then it just kind of keeps going on. It's just something that you can see, oh, if this works, and this piece works, then this piece fits. So corollary 18-1-1 is if two angles of one triangle are congruent to two angles of another triangle, then the third angles are congruent. So that is the way I have seen this said is A is A. So if we know two angles of a triangle, then we can find the third, and then so we have two angles gives us the third angle. The acute angles of a right triangle are complementary. So this comes from because a triangle is 180. If we take out 90 of that, because we have one of our angles as a right angle, then what's left is 90. So the two acute angles of a right triangle have to be complementary because they add up together to make 90. The measure of each angle in an equiangular triangle is 60 degrees. So equiangular means all the angles are the same. So 180 divided by 3 is 60. A triangle can have at most one right or one obtuse angle, because if we have something, because we only have 90 degrees left, if we have one right angle, then we can't have another right angle, because that's we have to have two angles that equal that 90 to equal the 90 degrees. And if we have one that is an obtuse angle, that means it's over 90 degrees, we have even less to share. Each of these corollaries is a direct result from triangle angle sum theorem. For example, go for a triangle. That's what I said. So now if we come over here, we have finding angle measures in right triangles. To find the measure of angle D in angle DEF. So F is a right angle. So we have, so we know that it's complementary because we have a right triangle, because it said it is a right triangle. We know that if angle E, measure of angle E plus E plus the measure of angle D is equal to 90. So because we have the measure of angle E, that's 58 degrees, we know that 58 plus measure of angle D is equal to 90. So now to get rid of a plus 58, we subtract 58 minus 58. You know, the b's will cancel out. We're left with measure of angle B. 0 minus 8 we can't do, so we need to regroup. We can regroup one of our 9 tens into 8 tens, and then we have 10 ones. 10 minus 8 is 2. 8 minus 5 is 3. So the measure of angle D is equal to 32 degrees. So by corollary 18-1 so in right triangle KLM, angle K is congruent to angle L. So if angle K is congruent to angle L. Well, we know that that means that the measure of angle K is equal to the measure of angle L. So because it is a right triangle, we are told it is a right triangle, we know that the two add together to make 90. So we have the measure of angle K plus the measure of angle L is equal to 90. Well, we can use the substitution property to, I personally like the letter K. So I'm going to replace the L with the K. You can do it the other way around if you like L better. It really doesn't matter which one you use. We have measure of angle K plus the measure of angle K is equal to 90. Now we can combine our like terms because these two are like terms. So we have 2 times the measure of angle K is equal to 90. To get rid of a multiply by 2, we can divide by 2. Divide by 2, we have the measure, cancels out, we have the measure of angle K is equal to 42 degrees. In right triangle, PQR, the measure of one acute angle is 20 degrees. What is the measure of the other acute angle in triangle PQR? So we know that it is right triangle. That means that the two angles are complements of one another. So we know that 20 degrees plus another, I'm going to say x, because it's a variable. We don't really know what that, it doesn't say which one is 20. So we know that that is equal to 90. So what is, to solve for x, to solve for our unknown amount, we can subtract 20. We can subtract 20. We cancel out, we're just left with x is equal to 0 minus 0, 0. 9 minus 2 is 7. So the measure of the other acute angle is 70 degrees.